Okay, welcome everybody. We are so excited to have you join us for some more fairy magic. Today, we welcome you to our fairy party, and we have set up everything under a divine and fairy inspiration, and the three of us called together, and me all the way from Sedona to bring forth this on behalf of the fairies and totally under their direction. We didn't dream all this up. We didn't even know why we were being brought together, but we have been brought together. All we knew is there was going to be filming, and we didn't even know what topic. And all three of us have such a wide range that we speak on, so we had no clue it's going to be all things fairy. So welcome, and thank you for being with us today.
And your name?
And of course, I am Aurora Juliana Ariel, and my beloved sacred sister Sarah Adams, and beloved Allyn Breech Orwig.
Yes.
And we're so delighted to be doing this and share some of fairy magic with you.
So we're hoping that the fairies appear today, and they did let me know earlier that they like to appear more when the moon's starting to come out. So they may appear later on.
Yes, we might. We're going to check in
Yes.
with this same scene later this evening. We're here in my garden and in Denver, Colorado. And it's a new moon today, and we're still in the Beltane energies, and the veil between the worlds are very thin right now. So we have a good chance of seeing the fairies, I think.
Well, we see them, and our children see them, and more people are seeing them. And we hope, though, that somehow the filming can capture them.
Yes.
But we know they're here. So.
Yes, we're aware they're
Yeah.
here.
Yes, they're
We
here,
know they're here.
and they've been directing our little arms and minds and souls into creations. This is our creation today, thanks to all the treasures in Allyn's beautiful temple home. And I'm just feeling right now a quieting energy. Did you feel that?
Yes.
Well, we've been under this high energy of preparing. All of a sudden, it was like brought us springing down to a really quiet place. This is amazing energy shift right now. Maybe you all can feel it as you're watching this. I feel it's bringing me like way centered, deep down in myself. How are you feeling?
Why don't we kind of close our eyes and kind of channel that energy to the audience?
Okay,
Sounds
great.
So when they
Great.
watch this, that they can tap into that.
Okay. You lead the way. I'm just going to go down, deep to this amazing, peaceful place it's bringing us to.
So we're just going to channel this energy towards the audience when they watch this, that they can tap into this energy, which is beautiful, and it's very calm, and it's serene, and it's almost, there's an unconditional love about this energy.
I feel like I'm being drawn down to inner earth. Like my feet feel like it's coming, I was going down a deep tunnel, and all of a sudden my feet are starting to feel planted on the ground, but it's not up on the surface of the earth, it's like down deep in. Of course, Tolkien is the one that opened our hearts, minds, and souls to inner earth.
So we can imagine just taking this energy and sending it as sparkles towards the audience, and that really helps.
Yeah, I'm getting the words, the lands before time. We're being brought into, energetically, the three of us, a dimensional shift, and then everyone in the audience who ever listens to this can traverse this with us. We're being brought into a different dimension here that is like the time before time,
The original grid system, before it was polluted, before vibration fell, that's what this energy is.
Yes.
That I'm feeling, yes.
The time before time, when all things bright and beautiful were alive, vibrant, in a vibrant reality, and souls could partake of it all in joy and joyous wonder, like the fairies do in their kingdoms and they have this, yet humans kind of went to a whole different place. I love this.
This is really good to bring in the original grid system, which is a grid system that energetically was high frequency, and it bridged the unseen with the seen. So it bridged the spiritual with the physical. This is a great way to do these sort of exercises when you tap into this energy and kind of bring that grid system in so that we can anchor it back into this earth and get rid of the synthetic AI grid system that has taken over this entire planet.
Yeah, that causes so much stress for everybody, and they're showing me that they brought us before time and before the stress, and before all the great travail, humanity started toiling and wearing themselves out and thinking life needs to be stressful and arduous. So this is very much a divine healing and fairy healing transmission right now for everyone to receive. And what Sarah said, it's recoding the earth. It's like we've been brought to the place before time, in the glorious time, and how precious it was to live in that reality, and what it felt like to just be relaxed and open-hearted and joyous and delight in all the beauty. And there was no friction or interference. So I hope you all are just feeling it, coming with us, spiraling down into that sacred space within that can access it.
I'm feeling a lot of like very sparkly energy though. It is like I'm just seeing
a lot of energy, yeah.
A lot of energy. It's really, since that happened, it's
now it opened up.
Now it opened up, and it's almost like it's sending out through our neighborhood into the city, up across the world. Really, I can see and feel the light from just what just occurred. So that's
it's so
really,
vibrant, and
really.
I think what we're demonstrating, and so people can not only watch us but energetically get this key. I think it's a key that they're giving of how to have entrance
to the other frequencies, other worlds, yes.
and other dimensions.
Yes.
Because we just didn't even know this was going to happen, and all of us, all at once, were taken down, in.
Right.
And it was so silent, almost like sitting before a still ocean and nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden it's just all coming alive, and wow, it's giving me that
truth bumps.
I think we should do some channeling of different messages. That's what we should do, because I feel that kind of within myself.
Yes.
And do you want to start, or?
No, it's feeling like it's coming through you
It is
very
very
strong
much,
right now.
yes.
And I'm more in like the awe and wonder of what we're seeing with our inner eye. I was like, I'm delighting in it, because I just wish Earth was more like that right now. And so
we have those
We're
past life
creating
memories
it.
of when
Yeah.
we
we're
lived, when everything
creating
was
it.
kind of, when everything was flowing, when the unseen was flowing with our 3D world, and it was beautiful. Everything was working in accord, in evolution, in love, in peace, and in kindness and compassion. And like I said in our last interview that we did, we really right now, most of the world, not us, but most of the world are in a sort of death cult, because they worship destruction, and they worship hurt and harm and war. And we need to bring the original grid system back. And the original grid system was so high frequency that war wasn't thought of. Those sort of things were not thought of.
Yes.
Okay, so
let's hear
and I did feel that too, as we were being taken down and in and deeper into that place, that we were leaving all that, like there was like departing from it, into this other world that exists, that could be and could be
Yes.
fully present in our world now. If more of us would open to the realms, open to that part of us that opens the doorways to the realms, and then allow it in our lives, like both of you in your beautiful homes and mine, where we set them up as sacred and healing and temples and focuses of light, and have beautiful gardens and invite and evoke in all of the divine ones in the elemental kingdoms, then it's like we're in little patches, right? Well, we have created a patch of light, and then we're linking together across the world. And just think, more of us doing this, the whole world
More
could be
lights up,
like
yes.
this, and all those dark elements in us and around us can dissolve, and we can just be free, enjoying life on earth for generations to come. And souls can come here still for learning, growth, and advancement, but not through so much suffering. Suffering can go now. I vote suffering out.
Suffering,
Of our
war,
world.
famine, pain,
All of it.
those things
Vanquish
can go.
suffering from this world.
We've lived in the dark ages enough.
Yes,
We've
done it. We've learned, yeah.
Yes, we need to start embracing the age of light, or the age of illumination. And when we do, that's when the world will truly change.
Yeah, it's overkill already. We've all learned through suffering like 10 million lifetimes.
Lifetimes, yes.
Let's do learning through joyous, wondrous, amazing miracles and blessings, all things bright, beautiful, magical, and mystical. All right, I can feel this light amping up in our beloved Sarah. So we're going to get a beautiful transmission, and I guess we're moving into the part today where the fairies are going to share with us important things for everyone to know,
So,
and any other divine beings that want to come in.
before I start channeling this message, which will come soon, it's partially came to me already, I want us to all kind of just, meditate together, close our eyes, and do an inner prayer, and just request that this space is filled with love and compassion and light, and that nothing interferes with this channeling. Within each of us is a light. It's always been within us. This light is the light of the soul. Many around this world live not knowing that this light is within them. This light is it's an ancient light. It's what illuminates us with the knowledge of the divine, with the knowledge of the unseen, with the knowledge of all there is, all that has been and all that will be, of all planets and all realms. This light is the power that humanity needs this instant. This is the light of the soul, the light that has traveled many planets, many places, many realms, and many dimensions to incarnate into a body so that it could have an experience and it could rise above the 3D and find itself above all. Each person in this world has incredible power within them. They have the power of this hidden, unseen light within them that they have yet to tap into. The higher echelon of beings, which you might call the illuminated ones or the enlightened ones, the bright ones, they wish for humanity to return to their light, the light within them. They offer much help to this world, but they can only offer this help once we take the steps to clear out all the negative sort of energy that blocks this planet and keeps it in low frequency, and the negative energies within ourselves that have made us live in guilt, in pain, in shame, in sadness, in depression, in this pain this dense energy that has made us lost and away and has pushed us away from our true selves, which is that light within us. The higher ups choose to only interact with us when we take the steps. They will never force us. We are in a transformation on this earth right now, in a transformation within this planet right now, where everybody is starting to slowly access that light. This light will break apart all of the faults, the fake matrix system, synthetic AI matrix system that has been imposed upon this world for so long. A matrix system that is built upon death and sadness, upon war and upon murder, upon greed, upon lust, upon everything opposite of the light that lives within us. This is the time where this ends. And there is not many years left on this planet that this system will continue to be. It is the end of this system. It's an end of a system that all realms, all realities, all beings have been waiting for often many and much time, including thousands and thousands of years. These beings wish for humanity to return to their inner light. This is happening right now, and they have all along, in a way, beckoned and requested of this divine energy, what they call as God, this energy that flows through everything. They have requested that it frees humanity, and it's doing this. The divine is freeing humanity right now. It's bringing up all of the sort of hidden evils are coming to the surface so that we can clear them and that we can heal them and that we can start new on a clean slate. This is why the earth is in turmoil and chaos right now. The elite leaders of this world have not honored the true divine, but they have honored only that of destruction. Their time is coming to an end. The time of those who only push hate and murder, this is coming to an end. And they will need to change. And if they do not, they will have to incarnate on other planets and other realities that support systems such as that. They will not be allowed to be on this planet, which is going up in frequency. Many of the beings that are unseen, they really miss the connection they had with humanity before humanity fell in frequency. When humanity fell in frequency, humanity divided itself off from the divine. It divided itself off from all the realms and all the beings that were in the unseen. There was a block that was put, in a way, a sort of lock and key. The key is and we have the key when we find ourselves, when we find that light within, we can unblock those realms, the realms of light. Until then, we are not allowed to access that. These beings, they have missed us very much. And they remember very well a time when Earth was clear and clean of pollution, when it was high frequency, when they interacted with us every day. We are their cosmic family. We are their energetic family. We are their spiritual family. They remember this, and they have missed this. And they are very happy that Earth is shifting into this reality that's very much the same reality that was lost eons and ages ago, a reality where the spiritual and the physical were one. Spirits went in and out of bodies. They went in and out of the 3D physical into the other realms. These beings have waited such a long time for this. This is a time when humanity returns to the stars, to the realms, and to the unseen, to the light within them.
I feel their presence. They are saying, dear ones, as Sarah was saying, we are always with you. I just had quite an amazing vision of them actually offering, like with their hands out, offering to help us and just to call on them. And that was really their message, which we've been saying all along, and that's what they want us to know. They're here. they're here, and they're just right here. They're not someplace far away. They're right here. And we, if we choose to, we can tap in to that, and they will assist us. And, they do.
I saw that exactly. I was feeling like 3 beams of light coming through us, and the remedy taking place as you were speaking. And everything you were saying, I was seeing as a visual action now transformation going on. So as you were highlighting things, I was seeing rivers of light and all of this massive clearing being done for all of us. And then I was seeing towards the end, like you, the elementals standing by. Yeah. It's like we're here to help, we're here to be a part of all this, and not to be put into some category like a funny, silly mythology children believe in, because they are so powerfully able to help us. And when we get into the segment where we're going to be talking fairy stories and what they do, I think it's going to open everyone's eyes to like, oh, they're not just these wonderful things that flit around that maybe you catch a little glimpse. They are very much practical, grounded beings, yet on a higher dimension, and they get perfect bodies that don't age. I want to be in their realm. I have a quick transmission from them as we come into the completion of this particular offering in the series. Again, I'm just so delighted we could create this, and this for us, the 3 of us, is really honoring them and thanking them, and bringing our hearts forward of loving them and in service to help the fairy kingdoms be made more known to humanity. So I've got a very sparkly, it looks like it reminds me of sparkly rose crystal and violet swirling. So I'm going to center now very quickly and let you know what the fairies would like you to know. And then we're going to see where we go from this moment. Oh, precious ones, how we delight in your presence with us today. And may all that was shared go forth on the airwaves of this beautiful planet, touching the hearts and minds of children, families, and nations, and even leaders across the earth, so that the truth at last can be made known, so that we can emerge out of the mythology of the storybooks of your time into a physical, tangible reality where you are interweaving your energies with ours, and all of us together are blessing this world, because we're all on the same page. We all came in from higher realms in this time to house these bodies, whether human or fairy or crystal, and we've come, and even animal, we want to include them, and we all came under this great divine plan that a planet in travail that was fast hurtling towards destruction once again, who had gone through eons of time of cataclysmic cycles, and then the build-up again, and the attainment of that interconnectedness that you have today on the airwaves of the world, only to have it dashed again with humanity's hearts broken, as all that was gained, all that was put in place, washed under the seas and were swallowed up in the lands. And we of the fairy kingdoms have witnesses, and in our annals of time, we have recorded that what has occurred since the descent of humanity, and where humanity left and departed the realms we all dwelled in together, there has been so much travail and so much heartache, and suffering has become a way of life. And this hurtling us fast again into imminent destruction, and yet we all came together in the higher realms. We chose what bodies we would come into, the dolphin clan, the whale clan, the beautiful animal clans, the beautiful fairies and gnomes and sylphs, and all the different elementals, the devas, and those that would interface in these matter planes, in these multidimensional matter planes that interface with Earth. And all of us together would undergo a grand transfiguration. We would bring light to an ailing planet and a Mother Earth that was suffering under the great strain of the unconsciousness of the human world. And together we would bring in a new day. And this is the advent of that new day. We are in the new time. We are making great headway. And through the darkness that is getting dissolved across the earth, and through these transmissions, the darkness that is being cleansed up in this moment, because many divine beings are here and now with us, doing great and mighty works, from the Elohim and great cosmic beings, the archangels and angelic hosts, the masterful ones, and then coming down in through the fairy kingdoms, the elemental kingdoms, and even the whales and the dolphins right now, lending their energies. There is a great release of light under this beltane and under this new moon that is setting Earth and its inhabitants and all the kingdoms and dimensions related to Earth on a whole new page, on a new future line, setting a new template within every soul that is being cracked open as we speak to reveal the illumined self, the indwelling spirit that is coded for the new world and is bringing forth the codes of divinity into the earth, into the very molecular structure of this holographic reality, and changing it for all time, forever, and nothing will be the same. We thank you for honoring us, aligning with us, partaking of this, and as you re-listen, as you turn this transmission back on, and all that took place here, and that's coming through this series of offerings, we are gifting you. More and more blessings will come in for your lives, your families, your lineages, your area, your homes, businesses, countries, and for this whole beloved earth and beyond, to systems and systems of world, where many, even in far-off worlds now, are feeling the beams of light coming through these transmissions, coming through these offerings, and are being transfigured as we speak. Thank you for helping us make this possible and joining us today.